Coming up on the April 25th edition of the Met Report, our softball team takes on their crosstown rivals Colorado School of Mines. See how they did.
And a popular new pet is sweeping across Colorado. You might be surprised to hear what animal it is.
And we'll tell you what great things came out of the 2014 Spring Fling. All of this and more coming up on the Met Report.
Welcome to the Met Report. I'm Lacie Daye.
And I'm Anthony Rodriguez. The criminal has been caught. Last week you saw Met reporter Jessie Salazar become a victim to her own crime during her own report. While on camera, a man stole Jessie's phone right out of her camera bag. Immediately after reviewing her footage, Jessie posted the video on Facebook and Twitter. The video received a lot of feedback and eventually a tweet made its way to the Denver Police Department. Police used this footage to catch the alleged thief this week. It turns out he was wanted for many other crimes. Find out more when we interview an on-scene officer next week. Well, it was definitely good that they finally caught this guy, and Jessie got her camera back, or excuse me, her phone back, so that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, thank God for social media.
Yeah, social media is a powerful thing these days.
Definitely. One of Metro's professors gets national recognition. David Wyden, assistant professor of political science and Native American studies, was recently recognized by the American Indian Higher Education Consortium, or AIHEC. His written piece, Sourtoe, highlights the surreal experience of an Indian man who seeks redemption after the loss of a child. Wyden's piece will be published in an issue of the Tribal College Journal this fall.
Students looking for a jumpstart toward a career path don't need to look far. The Met Report spoke with Dr. Bridget Coble about what the Office of Career Services has to offer.
We're the office that helps students figure out their career path. We ask a lot of questions to help you get clear, but really we want students to figure this out for themselves. We'll provide the resources and the support and the information and the employer interaction piece. We work with students from the first year that they're here in school up until they are ready to graduate, and even for 1 year after graduation. Our job is super easy if you know yourself. If you don't, it takes us a lot of time to kind of get to a place where a student is able to reflect on what they do well, what hasn't gone so well, how they're regarded. Those are all skills that you have to be able to talk about. What's most important for students to know is that career planning is a process. And it's not a one-shot, send out a resume and get a job, but it's really a process of understanding who you are, what it is you value, how you want to work, and then finding the organizations and the job opportunities that align with that. That's what career planning is.
Career Services offers tips on resume building and networking in job fairs.
Funding for education is raising eyebrows around the state. Jessie Salazar shows us the academic differences based on which district people live.
Colorado state funding for education has decreased over the past 25 years dramatically. Colorado education ranks low in funding compared to the nation. Its low mark came in the area of its commitment to the teachers. Colorado doesn't provide incentives to teach in poor districts, according to chalkbeat.org. Colorado is ranked 35th in education. Education is funded based on property taxes. If you live in a poor district, property taxes aren't high. That means school budgets are tight. The cuts in school funding are based on votes. Voters may not realize their children's education is declining from lack of funding. With many more students and test programs introduced, critics argue for change and reevaluation of equity between rich and poor districts. And I'm Jessie Salazar for the Met Report.
Voters hope that raising awareness for funding will make a difference for academic progress in the future.
Auraria campus is celebrating Earth Week with some opportunities to get involved.
Spring Fling is in the air this week with festivities lined up all over campus. Activities were at the front lines of fun, with a variety of games and prizes for everyone. The students lined up for some friendly competition with giant games of Jenga and Pong while getting their groove on with the party stations. Dancing and live music also kept the vibe going by setting the ambiance for some awesome experiences. But there was never a dull moment with the food trucks, vendors, and artists there to supply the demand. Students could buy their fill of artwork, jewelry, clothing, and food while watching some free entertainment.
Spring Fling is a time just to get involved. So you have a whole bunch of campus offices and nonprofit organizations here just to get students involved. And so if you've ever wanted to volunteer, ever wanted to know something about an office, this is definitely the time to do it. So
among the student organizations belonged religious groups, cultural clubs, sororities, student housing committees, fitness programs, and nonprofit organizations. The main goal of the Spring Fling is to bring people closer together and to help establish an outlet for students to get involved in any way possible. Reaching out is the first step, and they say the more the merrier. Overall, participation in this year's event was outstanding.
The next event Auraria campus hosts is the Four Directions Film and Cultural Festival on May 1st.
The African Community Center of Denver, or ACC, has a voice at Auraria campus. The organization hosted Voices of Refugees, and many shared their journey to Denver. An audience shared tears of rejoice while refugees told horrific stories from their past and how they overcame them. Many refugees leave the country for a better life. George Sawinda remembers not eating for weeks at a time, even living without clothes and shoes. Sawinda is grateful to be in Denver. He lost his whole family while fleeing for safety from Sudan. Sawinda gives credit to the African Community Center of Denver for giving him a new life. This is where ACC steps in, offering housing, health services, school enrollment, and job training. The goal is to ensure that refugees can rebuild their lives.
The message from this event is that don't take things for granted. If you think today you are enjoying being in America, think about the other parts of the world.
Sawinda started a new family when he came to Denver and now works for the African Community Center. ACC serves an estimated 500 refugees a year.
Well, the Spring Fling was quite a hit. There are a whole lot of students all over campus. Will you be attending the film festival in May?
I'm hoping to get a couple entries in myself.
Well, I can't make film for anything, so I'll definitely be enjoying your entries then.
Good.
When we come back, Elitch's has a new ride that will make your head spin.
And see how easy it is now to track people on Facebook.
And coming up on weather, I'll tell you all about how our temperature is going to be beautiful and a little bit rainy this weekend.
Softball is riding high as a first-place team in the RMAC. Can they stay there with a tough four-game set last weekend? We'll be right back.
The Met Report is brought to you today in part by Health Center at Auraria, a proud sponsor of the Healthy Pursuits program. Healthy Pursuits brings Zumba, belly dancing, Nia, Pilates, and yoga classes to Auraria for free as part of tuition and fees. Classes are offered Monday through Friday, and you can find the full schedule on the Wellness channel in ConnectU or on the Health Center website at tinyurl.com/healthypursuits. Also, real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria, and news and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria.
Welcome back. The Colorado-Nebraska rivalry has taken on a new grass playing field. Drug infractions has increased in the state of Nebraska, and officials believe it is directly related to Colorado's decriminalization of marijuana. Officials are upset because Nebraska taxpayers are burdened with additional costs for law enforcement as a result of Colorado laws. Politicians in both states are wary of getting involved, and legislation experts have suggested options such as splitting the cost of arrest between the two states. Marijuana is still considered an illegal substance as mandated by federal law.
Industrial hemp is gaining a spotlight in the agricultural community of Colorado. Hemp is used for many products such as clothing, handbags, shoes, lotion, oil, and even food. Hemp production has grown in Colorado thanks to Amendment 64 passing. While it is legal on the state level, growing it commercially is still considered illegal under federal law. Producers are required to register with the Colorado Department of Agriculture by May 1st if they would like to grow industrial hemp for the 2014 growing season.
This past weekend was Denver's annual 420 rally at Civic Center Park. Our Mark Springer was on hand to cover the event that saw 2 people shot a year ago.
I'm here at the Denver 420 rally, where, as you can see, added security measures have been put in place due to the incidents that occurred at last year's 420 rally.
They've been pretty smoothly. Everybody has played well together. Security has quadrupled, I believe. We want to make sure that everybody's safe, everybody has a good time and enjoys themselves.
And so far, so good?
So far, so good.
But despite the added security, it was business as usual for those in attendance.
Enjoying the good fun, the good music. We're promoting our butterstick molds here at www.canowerproducts.com. People that make their own cannabis butter, help you feel better, help you medicate. People that make their own vegan butter, goat butter, anything. But come and check us out. Order some butter molds.
Got some free shirts, some free merchandise, dude. Got that sour diesel.
Probably at least over a G just handed to us in our hand. Had to put it in our cellophane. Rolled it up in a blunt immediately, got to smoke it in the indica tent, and then the cops came in, busted us, and kicked everybody out for smoking inside.
It's been pretty good. The rain's put a damp on it the last few minutes, but it's been some good music, laid back people, everybody's just having a great time, enjoying everything. I know I am.
This year's rally concluded peacefully, leaving everyone in high spirits.
Going back to Austin, going back to school, hopefully still high from this weekend.
Back to the sad weed, man.
Mark Springer for the Met Report.
Facebook's app now has a new feature that allows users to use Facebook stock with even greater ease. The feature called Nearby Friends allows Facebook users to see which of their friends are close. Facebook says this helps users discover which friends are nearby or on the go. Thankfully, the new feature only works if both you and your friends have the Nearby Friends option activated.
High-tech glasses developed at Washington University's School of Medicine may help surgeons see cancer cells. The glasses are designed to make it easier for surgeons to distinguish cancer cells from the healthy cells. The Journal of Biomedical Optics noted that the tumors as small as 1 millimeter in diameter could be detected. Surgeons hope that this new medical assistant will reduce or eliminate the need for a second surgery. This new technology is a major breakthrough for the medical industry.
More than 2 million credit cards have been breached here in Colorado. Shoppers of the very popular arts and crafts store Michaels are among the victims. Between May of last year and this past February, there have been data breaches at 21 Michaels retail stores. This company does not know how it happened. They are now taking measures to fix the issue. The retail chain has contacted anyone who might have been affected.
Rescuers are still trying to find missing people from the capsized ferry in South Korea. The ferry went down 16 miles from shore, and there are still more than 200 people missing, many of whom are students. Numerous rescue ships, aircraft, and divers are involved with the recon efforts. The wreck is still under investigation. Some officials say cargo shifted from a sharp left turn, causing the vessel to sink, and 11 crew members, including the captain, have been charged with criminal negligence.
Thrill seekers don't have to look far this summer. Elitch Gardens is unveiling its first new thrill ride in 10 years. The Brain Drain, this circular roller coaster, takes its riders on a 7-story adrenaline rush as it travels forward and backward to make a complete 360 loop. Elitch's officially opens on May 3rd, but season pass holders can be the first to try this Brain Drain on May 2nd.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Met reporter Cynthia Maldonado heads down to the city floral to find out why.
Backyard chickens are becoming increasingly popular. It's known as urban or backyard farming.
We have what we call the wish list, and so people will call and put what they would like on the wish list, and if I have it, I'll call them and let them know.
As little and cute as they may be, there's some essentials these baby chicks need in their new habitat.
First, you need to figure out if you have a sufficient area to keep them in. Each adult bird needs about 2 square feet per bird, so you would need to build a coop. Some of the items that you would need to keep a chicken would be a heat lamp. You need to set up what is called a brooder, and to do that you need a safe container for them to stay in. You need a heat lamp, you need medicated chick food or some type of organic chick starter food, and a special waterer. Expect to get between 3 and 5 eggs a week. They start laying between 4 and 6 months.
And if you already have your own animal farm at home, that's not a problem.
All pets are fine. You just need to protect them. You just need to keep them safe, and you need to keep them safe from predators. A lot of people let their chickens free range in their backyards.
Well, I'm definitely taking a baby chick home, but for more information, don't forget to visit info@cityfloralgreenhouse.com. For the Met Report, Cynthia Maldonado.
So Anthony, are you going to be trying out the new brain drain at Elitch's?
I don't think so. I usually don't like roller coasters. If I'm going to ride one, Elitch's probably going to be Twister too, but I think I'd just rather worry about why the chicken crossed the road.
Good idea. Now joining us for weather is Melanie Townsend. So are we expecting to see these warm weather temperatures continue this weekend?
Absolutely, guys. I think it's safe to say that sweater weather is officially over, and we can expect some nice temperatures for this weekend. Just look at our current conditions today at 74 degrees. Absolutely beautiful, with a high of 78 and a low of 48, with only winds at 10 miles per hour, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at our hour by hour chart here. At 2 p.m. we have 75 degrees, and then from 3 p.m. on to 5 p.m. we have consistent temperature of 76 degrees, which is not bad at all. And then we're going to cool down here to 74 degrees around 6 p.m. Now for you guys that are worried about pollen and have allergies just like me, trees are on the high for pollen count, so be a little bit aware of those. And as far as grass and weeds go, we're not really going to worry about that until fall. So those are still kind of on the minimum right there, so we don't need to worry about that. But let's go ahead and take a look at our temperatures for tomorrow, which is going to be even better at 77 degrees with a low of 43. And only winds at 17 miles per hour, so it'll be a little bit more gusty than it was today, but shouldn't be anything to worry about. Let's take a look at our national weather forecast. Over on the East Coast here, we have some isolated showers going on there, possible chance for some severe weather over there. So if you're headed over on the East Coast, be a little bit aware, make sure you bring an umbrella. Reason for those showers is because of this cold front that's moving on from the north and it's pushing on down south, southeast over towards Florida and parts of the south. And if we look over on our neck of the woods over here in Colorado, we have a high pressure system sitting right above us that's causing those really nice temperatures that we'll see this weekend. Right behind us is the stationary front that's causing some sky rain showers and things like that over in Northern California and parts of Seattle as well. Let's take a look at Sunday. Sunday is going to look a little bit nasty. We're going to see that this cold front, which is right here, right behind me, it's going to move down over Colorado, and it's going to cause some of those rain showers that we're going to see. Possibly bringing our temperatures down just a little bit. We're going to see some scattered showers over Colorado, possibly some snow showers as well if we're in higher elevations in our territory as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our local forecast for Saturday. Denver is going to be beautiful at 77 degrees. Over in DIA, it's going to be 76 with a low of 43. Over in Boulder, 74 with a low of 42. And over down in Grand Junction and Gunnison, we're going to see a few rain showers, also in Durango. So if you're down there, do wear a light jacket or an umbrella or something like that. Let's go over down to Sunday. It's going to be rainy that day, unfortunately, but it's nothing that we can handle. Denver is going to be at a low of 58 with a high of 58 with a low of 40. And again, in DIA, it's going to be 55 with a low of 39. And we're also going to have some showers in Colorado Springs and Lamar as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Monday, we're going to see a temperature of 58 and a low of 36, as well as 36 on Tuesday with a high of 54, partly cloudy skies. Wednesday, it's going to be just a little bit cloudier, but with a higher temperature of 58 and a low of 34. And then we're going to see those temperatures go right back up to the 60s on Thursday and Friday with partly cloudy skies. So, guys, it should not be too bad for next week. Nothing that we can't handle, so definitely get out there and celebrate the spring temperatures. Thank you for joining us for weather. Stick with us after the break.
Moving, we've got you covered. The Housing and Resource Fair is coming to the Auraria campus from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday, April 29th in the Tivoli Turn Hall. Explore housing options in the Denver metro area and get everything squared away. More than 24 representatives will be on hand to discuss properties and resources. You can find more information at metrostudentmedia.com.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
Where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. I was okay. I was a little dancing, things, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Now joining us for EMET is Rachel Branda. Rachel, it sounds like there are some cool things lined up here in the Mile High City.
Absolutely, Lacie. Summer is almost here, and usually that means it's time to get in shape for swimsuit season. So why not have a little fun with getting fit? The ever-popular graffiti run is returning to Denver this Sunday. Participants will be sprayed with neon colors as they tackle the course at Sloan Lake Park. Everyone is invited to participate, whether you're an athlete in training or just looking for some fun. Check out the Met Report's Facebook page for the link to register. Neon is certainly popping up in more than one place these days. If you want to catch a glimpse of some dazzling lights, then look no further than Denver's own Colfax Avenue. Colfax is Colorado's longest main street, stretching from Golden to Aurora. Some of the neon signs on Colfax have been shining since the 1940s. Businesses caught consumers' eyes with these glowing masterpieces. History lovers are trying to preserve these lights that give Colfax its iconic flair. But unfortunately, as time goes on, these signs are slowly starting to fade away. For now, the bright signs will continue to light up Denver and tell their story to those who will listen. You know who else is in the limelight this week? Daniel Junge. The award-winning filmmaker from Colorado makes another debut at the 2014 Tribeca Film Festival. His latest motion picture is titled Beyond the Brick, a Lego brickumentary delving into the creative world of people behind the legendary toy. The film will make its world debut at the high-profile Tribeca Festival, giving Junge and the state he represents a well-deserved kudos. Junge's latest film, Saving Face, won an Academy Award and was screened right here at the Auraria campus, so we can expect this next film to be a surefire hit. The talented filmmaker's latest flick is out in select theaters, so if you want to go kick back and lay go this weekend, be sure to see it. Coming out along with this cool documentary are two new movies that have got audiences talking. We've got the dish on them in this week's must-sees.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out. I wanna see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
Housekeeper called. A pipe burst in the bathroom.
So you're going to Connecticut now?
I gotta take a rain check.
I'm looking for Mark. You must be his housekeeper.
No, I'm his wife, Kate. Is this some kind of strippergram or something?
If you're thinking about getting some side action, make sure you don't have 3 angry females coming after you. Cameron Diaz, Leslie Mann, Kate Upton, and Nicki Minaj star in an all-new rom-com called The Other Woman. It's about a group of feisty women that band together to seek revenge on a 3-timing and constantly lying womanizer. Ladies, come prepared, and cheaters beware. This is one movie you don't want to miss.
I think you're going through menopause.
Menopause?
Uh-huh. Is it a little...
Welcome to the experiment.
What's wrong with her? She was abandoned. She remembers nothing from her past.
Families would keep her for a bit, then things would happen.
If there's one girl you don't want to upset, it's this one. Based on true events, a new horror flick called The Quiet Ones comes to the big screen, showing all things freaky and supernatural. A group of naive college kids and a crazed professor document the strange happenings surrounding a possessed girl and ultimately release the darkness within her. Get ready to get spooked in a theater near you. So guys, are you thinking about going to see any of those movies?
I don't know, that scary movie looks a little scary for me.
Yeah, a little intense.
But I do that the neon lights is cool because I know obviously I like Vegas and seeing the Denver, the lights have been going a little bit away.
I love them, they're so classic.
Absolutely.
They're really great.
Well, after the break, Alec Brown joins us for the Met Report Sports. Stay tuned.
All that long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Now joining us for Met Report Sports is Alec Brown. Alec, how are the spring sports coming along?
Thank you, Anthony. They are doing really good. First, let's start with baseball. The Roadrunners took on Colorado State Pueblo in beautiful Pueblo on Friday. Patrick Gogin picked 6 innings and only 6 hits with 3 earned runs. Zach Baldini drove in 2 of Metro's 3 runs with a double to center in the 4th inning. The bats would stay pretty quiet after that, with only 1 more run courtesy of a CSU Pueblo error. Despite a great showing from the pitching mound, the Roadrunners fall 4-3. Metro maintains an 8-22 record in the conference and 10-25 overall. They open up a 4-game set against Adams State. Sunday is senior day, where Metro will say goodbye to 5 seniors. The Lady Roadrunners have wrapped up their exciting inaugural season of women's golf. They finished 6th at the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Championships. The Roadrunners shot just 1 stroke better than Monday's first round of 327. They finished the tournament with a 2-day combined score of 655. Colorado State Pueblo won the tournament with a score of 621. Roadrunner Danny Look played the best round of golf in her collegiate career on Tuesday by shooting a 74 and finished 5th place in the tournament with a score of 155. We all look forward to big things from these swingers next season. Now to softball. On Friday, the ladies had 2 games, winning the first one 12-4 and losing the second 1-9. But Saturday was senior day as the Lady Roadrunners played a doubleheader against Colorado School of Mines. We pick up here in the first as Kaylin Harmon nails the ball down the first baseline and drives home 2 runs on a solid double base hit. She would go 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Here, Mary Towner shows off her bat speed with a solo shot to center field. The Roadrunners also show off their fielding skills as Tillery throws out a runner trying to steal second. Not on my watch, she says, with a laser to second base. Danny Sandell had a great first game going 3 for 3, including this triple. She delivers it all the way to the fence. Look at her go as she tries to turn a double into a triple. She completes her mission as she slides safely into third. Mines would make things interesting as they deliver a 2-shot home run, but look at the effort to rob the batter by Brittany Thomas. But Metro would hold on to win 5-6.
Daye, really happy with the effort, the intensity, the passion that we brought, because that was lacking yesterday. Even the first game a little bit, it kind of came easy. They had a lot of errors, so we were able to take advantage of that. Today we really had to kind of have different people step up. Obviously Aubrey, I think, did a great job. And again, we contained them. We didn't give up a big inning today.
Metro improves 25-11 overall and 19-8 in the RMAC. They finished the regular season against Colorado State Pueblo tomorrow and Sunday. With this, a couple of wins this weekend, Metro can pick up and take first place in the RMAC, turning around from last place standing in 2013. So they're going for first place. You guys going to go down and check out any of the games this weekend?
Absolutely. It's remarkable what they've done with last place this year, as you said, and then first place this season. It's got to get out there, and it's exciting. And if they continue winning, they'll host the RMAC. It's even more exciting.
It is pretty remarkable.
All right, well, that does it for this week's show. For Alec Brown, Anthony Rodriguez, Melanie Townsend, Rachel Branda, and the entire Met Report staff, I'm Lacie Daye.
And don't forget to visit us online at metreport.org and on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on campus.